Alright, good day gamers. This is a breeder I made. This is specifically designed for bookworms. It is based on the Zerger's bookworm breeder. Just is a bit modified so you don't have the issues of uh, your bookworms climbing up the vines and then dying to cramming entity cramming, because that design doesn't have any kind of block here that will stop bookworms from climbing up. So little chatter, I will show how exactly stuff works. Let's dump some bookworms. So you can have rock somewhere from the file van and drop it here into the file, and it will basically work exactly the same. Once you get into this stage, here we have the bookworm forcing mechanism. So you right click here, and it will take one set of bookworms and dump them into the breeding section. You can do exactly the same thing again. Just keep in mind when the bookworms move from here to here, that they fall down before you use it again. Thing is, when they go here, they automatically start to climb on this, and when they are doing that, they're actually colliding with this box, with this hitbox of this slab, and then it will not get up here. Then if you do it again, it might suffocate in the slime or something like that. So click it once, wait that they all fall down. Once they do, click it again. As simple as that. How do we breed this? Well, you require a switch bow with multi-shot and strafing to make it faster, and you need Love Arrow AoE version. These are pretty cheap to make. You need basically arrows and glass to make the silver arrow, and you need love potion, which is made with this. It is stupid cheap recipe, and then you use all of that to make 4 of these. So you get 3 potions and 12 arrows. So you get 12 arrows in return, and if you have multi-shot on it, all of those 12 arrows are like 3 or 4 times more. So you shoot on the obsidian, and they all get into the breeding mode, and your bookworms are dumped into the trampoline. What is the point of this design? Well, this design is actually better than having a massive pit of bookworms, because if you're maybe playing in server or just playing in survival, when there's a massive pit of mobs, they all are constantly colliding with each other, and that requires like calculation, like the hitbox intersecting. You need to push something. That is unnecessary amount of math, because your game can't like put those bookworms anywhere because they're bounded by some kind of boundary, and that will like slow down servers because it's doing unnecessary stupid calculation. What we are doing here is we are forcing them into this climb position by using vines here, and when some entity is climbing, they don't do the hitbox collision stuff, so it makes it faster. This, however, is a caveat that this only applies to bookworms that are in the breeder. Bookworms in the trampoline, for example, are still subject to that hitbox collision counting stuff. Other than that, this is like better in terms of performance for your world or server. You also like separate generations of bookworms, with like the older ones most likely have lower level, and the newer ones will most likely have the same level or higher. So once you like breed them a bunch of times and you get enough bookworms to your liking, then you can go ahead here and basically smite one, and they all will start to collect here, and then you can basically kill all of them, like to free the breeding spot. Once the breeding spot is freed, you can wait for these guys to grow up, and once they grow up, we have the trampoline here. You press the trampoline, and they all go there. Now in our case they are still not grown up, so let's get rid of those and the drops. And imagine that we got next generation here. Next generation, as soon as they arrive, they can do exactly the same. Force them in, force them in, wait so they're actually inside. And this way you can breed newer generations and do exactly the same. Now, if you don't require to kill them, you can not use the slab here and just add more bookworms, and they will just keep on piling up. They don't escape. So if we imagine the next generation has bred and we have kept the old generation still, we can still put them in. This is of course for bulk breeding. As we can see from the entities, there are 79 entities in this particular block right now, and 79 is way more than 24. At 24 you start having entity cramming in RLCraft. So that's basically it. This is the mechanism used. That's the sticky piston, observer, 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 powering this block and redstone dust. What this does is this pulse will first come here, and the second pulse will slowly come here because we're introducing 2 game tick delay with these observers. So this will first pull the slime block, the slime blocks will pull the slabs, and then the next pulse will arrive, and then the slime block will be pushed back down from where it came. What the slab do is they don't allow the bookworms to climb up the vine, so they don't end up here in this block and start with entity cramming and dying. That's basically it. You can do this exact same design and make it work for other mobs, for example Babeko or I don't know Maka or something.